Guys, welcome back to my channel. You know my name is Yetty and welcome to Yetty Splash. Oh my god guys, before I move into today's video, guess what is written on my shirt? London! I love this city so much and I'm so happy that I'm living in London right now. Like, I really love London, even though I've not been to London Bridge just yet, but I love this city so much. Anyways, on today's episode of Yetty Splash, I'm going to be sharing with you visas that can allow you to come into the UK. A lot of people have been asking me, I want to come to the UK, I want to come to the UK, I want to come to... If you want to come to the UK, there are several ways of coming into the UK depending on what you want to do. So I'll be sharing that with you in this video. Do not go anywhere. There are different types of visas that can allow you into the United Kingdom, but it all depends on what exactly do you want to do in the UK. The way I've been saying it on this channel, some people will think that study route is the only way in which you can come to the UK. No, depending on what you want to do, you might not even have to apply for a study visa. And there are like 4 major categories of ways in which you can come into the UK. Number 1 is either the study process, like if you're coming to the UK to study. Another is if you're coming to the UK to visit. Another is if you're coming to the UK to join your family, or if you're coming to the UK to work. So these are the 4 major categories in which you can come into the UK. So if you're coming into the UK to actually work, there are different categories of visas that can allow you to come to the UK to work, but that depends on whether you're coming to work for a longer time or you're coming to work for a short period of time. So if you're coming to work for a long period of time, then you can apply for the skilled worker visa. What you need is to get a job first in the UK, and this kind of visa is popularly known as tier 2 visa. That's what it was called before. That means you're coming to the UK to work for a long period of time, and it's usually from like 3 to 5 years. All you need is to get a job in the UK, and that job will issue you a certificate of sponsorship. Like, they will sponsor you to come into the UK to work. Most people, like doctors, nurses, in the past, they are always on this skilled worker visa route. You just come in. From 3 to 5 years, you will be granted permission to remain in the UK. And the sweet or interesting thing about the skilled worker visa is that the UK has something known as the shortage occupation list. So to be able to get this visa, you can go to the gov website, that is gov.uk website, and check for the shortage occupation list. All those occupation listed there, they really need people to come into the UK to fill, to work in that field. To easier for you to get jobs on the shortage occupation list, like it is to get a skilled worker visa on that list if you're coming from Nigeria, because they really need people to come into the UK to fill these roles. So, and another interesting thing about this visa is that once you're like, if your visa is for like if your visa was granted for like 3 to 5 years, you can always extend it, or you apply for a resident permit, which is the indefinite leave to remain in the UK, which is fantastic. Like, it's a fantastic way to settlement in the UK, trust me. We also have the most notorious and most popular one now, which is health and care workers visa. I'm going to make a video about the health and care workers visa separately, like a very detailed video on everything you need to know about it. But trust me, it lasts for about 3 to 5 years as well. You will not even pay immigration surcharge. It's like the biggest thing in UK now that people are using to relocate to the United Kingdom. I promise a very detailed video on this. Another video under the work category is the intra-company visas. This is applicable if you're changing company. Like, for example, KPMG is an international company. They have branches in Nigeria and they have branches in the UK as well. So you can, if I'm working with KPMG Nigeria, for instance, they can want to sponsor me to come and add a branch in the United Kingdom. We also have the Minister of Religious visa. These are granted to religious leaders, ministerial leaders, especially churches. If you know that you are capable or you have what it takes to become a minister in a church or mosque, then you can be granted this visa. But you also need a certificate of sponsorship from the church or mosque that is sponsoring you to come to the UK. We also have the international sports person visa. This visa is exclusively for people in the sports industry, like footballers and the like. So it's an easy way to also come and work. So like I said, the kind of visa you need under the work visa depends on whether you're working long term or short term. So now these are the list of visas that can allow you to come into the UK to work for a short period of time. And number one on the list is the graduate visa. You all know, if you come to the UK, like for example, I'm doing my master's degree now. If I'm done with my master's, then I'm eligible to apply for the graduate visas, which can only allow me to stay in the United Kingdom to work for just 2 years. After the expiration of my 2 years, I cannot reapply for this graduate visa. That means I have to either extend my visa to another type of visa. But so this is why this kind of visa is really limited, because it only allows you to stay in the United Kingdom for 2 years. So aside from the graduate route visa, that is an example of a temporary or a short-term work visa. We also have different categories of temporary work visas. The temporary work charity worker visa. We have the temporary work creative worker visa. We have the temporary work authorized exchange visa, temporary work international agreement visa, temporary work religious worker visa, temporary work seasonal worker visa. We have the youth scheme mobility visa as well, which is also a temporary kind of visa. Aside from the visit visa and the work visa, another category of visa that can allow you to come into the UK is the study visa, or what is popularly known as Tier 4 student visa. Allow you to come into the UK to study, basically, like the name implies, study visa. There are different categories of this visa as well. We have the student visa, that is if you're coming for your undergraduate, or you're coming for your master's, or you're coming for your PhD as well. Then we have the child student visa, that is if you're very, very rich and you're bringing your child to, you know, come study in the United Kingdom, maybe for, I don't know, college or secondary school or primary school. Then your child will have to pay, especially if they are coming to the private institutions like private secondary school. Then you have to pay for a child student visa. That is what you're meant to apply for. Also have the study English in the UK short-term visa. That is if you're coming to the UK just to study English, you know, on short-term basis, then you can apply for this visa. Another category of the work visa is the Investors Business Development and Talent visa. This particular visa includes the Global Talent Visa, the Innovator Visa, the Startup Visa, the Entrepreneur Visa, other work visas that can allow you to come into the UK, Investor Visa. So if you think as the visas are, as the name implies anyway, if you think you're an investor, you're coming in to invest your money in UK, then you can apply for this type of visa. I'm going to also make a full video about the Global Talent Visa or the Scale Up Visa later on, but yeah, this is also another category of the work visa. The UK Ancestry Visa, the Frontier Worker Permit, and the Overseas Domestic Worker Visa. Another category of visa that allow people to come into the UK is the Family Visa. Family Visa is different from Dependent Visa. Dependent Visa is under the Study Visa. That is if you are married and you're coming to the UK to study, then what your partner or your spouse or your children will apply for is the Dependent Visa. But Family Visa is different. Family Visa is used when you're coming to join maybe your spouse or your partner who is a British citizen. Let's just put it that way. So you're coming to join somebody who is a member of your family, but the person is also a British citizen. You get it? But for Dependent Visa, your spouse might not be, is most definitely not a British citizen. You guys are married in you guys are of different national, or you're married in your home country before coming in together to the UK. You get the difference. You can apply for the Family Visa if, number one, you want to live with your spouse or partner that is a British citizen, or that is somehow, even if the person is not a British citizen, the person is already settled, has settlement stance in the UK already, so the person is already settled in the UK, then you can apply with the Family Visa to join that your spouse or partner. Live with your child, yes, you can apply for the Family Visa if your child is a British citizen, you know. You can apply to live in with your fiancé or your proposed civil partner if the person is either settled or a British citizen. You can apply to live with your parents if you're still like a minor or a child. I think, yes, you can apply to live with your parents. Apply for this visa to live with a relative that will provide long care for that about the family visa. So guys, as you've learned from this video, you realize that student visa is not the only way to come into the UK. So start thinking of other ways. Student visa is one of the most expensive, but I can assure you, apart from the investor visa that might be pretty expensive because you're coming in to invest in the United Kingdom, I think all other kind of visas are pretty affordable. They are not as expensive as the student visa. Especially the work visa is like the best kind of visa you can have, because the employer you're working for would sponsor you to come into the UK. So nothing beats that. Subscribe to my channel, drop a comment in my channel, follow me on Instagram at Yetty Splash, tag 10 people to follow me.
And please guys, subscribe to my channel, and also I've created a Telegram group so that we all can connect together. So there's a link in the description box to my Telegram circle. Please be part of this family, and I love you guys so much. Bye.